Hello, good morning, and even good afternoon to class B Sastri, especially Sanskrit in Sanskrit University. Today we are talking about the article written by Deborah Rode. Rode. And the title of the article is Why Looks Are the Last Basin of Discrimination. It means why the appearances of the people, human beings, become the last principle. Basin means principle of discrimination. Why it has been practiced so? Why discrimination comes through the looks, through the appearance of people? Why people have to become quite smart, beautiful, and why there is a discrimination in unattractive people and ugly people in comparison to the white and attractive people. Why looks are the last basin of discrimination is the article in which the author Deborah tells how many people in America have been discriminated against the appearances. She argues how discrimination exists today based on race, sex, weight, religion, and ethnicity. Discrimination is based on race, based on sex, based on weight. Overweight people do not get job. That is what the writer has brought some of the examples in her articles. She says that workers have been discriminated based on their attractiveness and the individuals seeking employment have been declined a job based on their looks because they are not smart, they are not attractive, and they do not get the job. So they do not want to seek an employment if they are not attractive and smart enough. She states that there should be a law established in the United States that is against looks discrimination. There is no official law protecting employees that is being discriminated on their looks. The company wants a person with attractive looks. Ruth says that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. She says that the discrimination based on looks, race, and gender is bad, and there should be the official law to protect employees being discriminated by their looks. We all know that appearance matters, but the price of prejudice can be steeper than we often assume. The writer reveals the complex situation to address the issue of the discrimination based on looks, attractiveness, and smartness that is required for the prosperity of the business by employees in their companies. This kind of discrimination is based on the jobs and the customers' demand to motivate them psychologically for upliftment of the companies and the profit. The writer has given many examples in New Jersey in 2005 on one of the Bogota hotel on not one, see please write O-N-E, E is missed there. One of the Bogota hotel casinos, Bogota Babe, cocktail waitress went from a size 4 to size 6 because of a thyroid condition. When the waitress, whose contract required her to keep an hourglass figure that was height and weight appropriate, requested a larger uniform, but she was turned down. When she was fat because of thyroid and she did not get the job because she could not manage her hourglass figure. So her height and weight was not appropriate for the hotel casino Borgata babe. So she had to lose the job. Borgata babes don't go up in size, she was told. That is the message. Jazzercise explained that its image demanded instructors who are fit and toned. Instructors are to be fit and their tone, their voice must be good enough. But poor Nick was both. She worked out of 6 days a week, taught back to back classes, and had no shortage of willing students. Her job was good, but she had to quit the job because of her overweight. So, overweight is always regarded as one of the great problems in the discrimination. And looks, overweight, height, these are the things. That is what the writer points out. In a survey by the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, 62% of its overweight female members and 42% of its overweight male members said they had been turned down for a job because of their weight. They had to lose their job because of their weight. So weight is one cause of losing job in America. Unattractive people are less likely to be hired and promoted, and they earn lower salaries. Unattractive people do not get jobs, they are not hired, they are not promoted, and even if they are hired, they are not promoted and they do not get good salaries. Good looking professors get better course evaluations from students. Even professors are to be good looking for better evaluation of the students. Teachers too rate good looking students more intelligent. The unattractive defendants were given prison sentences 22 months longer than those attractive defendants. That is what the writer has brought as an example for the support of her article. The weight restrictions at the Bogota, for example, reportedly contributed to eating disorders among its waitresses. This eating disorders causes many problems in health problems. So why not simply ban discrimination based on appearance is the goal of those who are attempting to address the discrimination issues in practical field of work. Employers often argue that attractiveness is job related can affect, and that can affect, you can use their and that also, and that can affect the company's image and its profitability. If the employers are not attractive, company does not get good image and its profit. Employers in the South often argued that hiring African American would be financially ruinous means to destroy. It is not generally allowed to hire African Americans. White customers would take their business elsewhere. So white customers, means especially white employers, generally would take their business somewhere else. In 1970, major airlines argued that the male business travelers prefer attractive female flight attendants. Such cases of job continue, and no law can do anything against it. No one may have the intention of doing such discrimination in heart, but it does demand in the particular jobs as the airline's business demands for the satisfaction of the customers. Hence, the change is not possible by the formation of law, but it must come from the inner hearts of the individuals and from the thinking process of the community. The society must eradicate such discrimination forever collectively. Collective consciousness to remove such discrimination is essential. One person cannot do such activities. Discrimination on looks is no problem, and no problem has become a problem today. Thus, the writer has displayed the burning issues of discrimination based on looks, and it is the matter of society rather than to solve it by the law. It means society has to solve, community has to solve, law cannot solve, because such ideas are only the matter of looks, and on the appearance that discrimination is brought and that cannot function properly. This is short idea, that is how this is how the discrimination based on looks is going on there in the US. A little bit for Sanskrit students has to be spoken in Nepali too. यो आर्टिकलमा राइटरले दृष्टिकोणबाट हेराइबाट अनुहारबाट राम्रा मान्छेहरूलाई मात्रै जागिर दिने अमेरिकामा असल मान्छेहरूलाई मात्रै एट्र्याक्टिभ पिपलहरूलाई मात्रै ह्यान्डसमलाई वेट कम भएका आवर क्लास फिगर भनेको सानो चिटिक्क परेकालाई मात्रै जागिर दिने अरूलाई चाहिँ जागिर नदिने भनेर यो नै हेराइबाट ल्याउने आकृतिबाट सुन्दरतामा जागिर दिने यो डिस्क्रिमिनेसन भेदभाव गर्ने नै सिद्धान्त किन भएको भनेर प्रश्न उठाएकी छन् र लेखकले के भन्छन् भन्दा थुप्रै इक्जाम्पलहरू ल्याएर जस्तै बोकाटा होटलमा एउटा वेट्रेसलाई 4को साइजबाट 6 साइजमा पुगेपछि उनले त्यो ठुलो कपडा सिलाउनु परेपछि त्यहाँबाट जागिरै गयो एउटा ड्राइभर मोटो भएको हुनाले ड्राइभरलाई जागिरै दिन सकिएन अर्को एउटा असल टिचर हुँदा हुँदै पनि उनी वेटको कारणले गर्दा अनि अग्ली भएको कारणले गर्दा ब्ल्याक अफ्रिकन अमेरिकन भएको कारणले गर्दा उनले राम्रो पढाउने स्टुडेन्ट पाउँदा जागिर छोड्नु पर्यो यस्ता थुप्रै उदाहरणहरू ल्याएर राइटरले के भन्छन् त भन्दा कुनै पनि समस्या नभएकोलाई समस्या बनाइएको छ यो समस्या समाधानका लागि कुनै पनि ल बनाएर समस्या समाधान हुँदैन कानुनले समस्या समाधान हुँदैन कानुन भन्दा पनि हामी आफै सामूहिक रूपमा हामी सबै लाग्यौँ भने कन्सियस भयौँ भने सचेत भयौँ भनेर सबैलाई यो समस्याबाट समाधान गर्नका लागि चाहिँ अघि बढ्यौँ भने मात्रै समस्या समाधान हुन्छ नभए कानुन ल्याएर समस्या समाधान हुँदैन भन्ने तर्क राखेको छ र व्यापारमा जति कानुन बनाए पनि प्रतिबन्ध लगाए पनि धेरैवटा स्टेटहरूमा प्रतिबन्ध लगाए पनि यसले काम गर्दैन किन भन्दा व्यापार भनेपछि कसैले पनि आफ्नो व्यापारलाई डुबाउनु नगरेर यसलाई प्रफिटमा लानको लागि सेता वाइट स्मार्ट ब्युटिफुल एट्र्याक्टिभ पिपलहरूलाई मात्रै जब दिने ट्रेन्डले अनि यो डिस्क्रिमिनेसन ल्याएको छ यो डिस्क्रिमिनेसनको समाधान भनेको कन्सियसनेस बन्ने कलेक्टिभ रूपमा कन्सियस बन्ने हामी सबै कन्सियस भएर मात्रै यसको समाधान हुन्छ भन्ने तर्क अगाडि सारेको छ यिनै कुराहरूलाई यो पोइन्टमा स्लाइडमा मैले जम्मा गरेर ल्याएको छु यसैलाई पढेर एक्जाममा तयार गर्ने दिस इज one short article but it has really brought the burning issues of discrimination which is based on looks and this is a unique just idea this is not possible to address or solve through the law through the exercise of law cannot function and it is through the consciousness of the people collective consciousness collective effort this sort of discrimination can be addressed and solved otherwise this remains forever as a great problem of discrimination in US and it is to be addressed on time that is what the writer has pointed out thank you okay